Okay, I that's just for my notes.
So as you get done with the page, you guys want to put it down. How are you doing, Mr. Duffy?
Testing.
I would like to begin this Eagle Court of Honor by having a call to order.
Please stand for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the invocation by Sam Harrington. Color Guard, advance. Color Guard. Color Guard, post the colors. May you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Scouts, please join me in the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty, to guide my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Now for the Scout Oath. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Color Guard, you're dismissed. Sam Harrington, please come up for the invocation.
Thank you, Ben. This afternoon, we are gathered here to honor 4 of our young men: Ethan J. Bennett, Nicholas G. Lusack, Declan C. Markling, and Jack B. Mediate, for their accomplishments and very significant achievement, that of attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. The awarding of the Eagle Scout is an important and serious occasion, the climax and the goal toward which a Scout works for many years. In many cases, it takes 10 or more years. This is an occasion for pride and joy and a time for serious contemplation. This is the beginning of a lifelong commitment on their part. The lifelong commitment relates to the fact that every Eagle Scout is always referred to as an Eagle Scout, never as a former Eagle Scout. When a boy leaves scouting as a second class or a star or anything short of Eagle, he becomes known as a former Scout. One becomes and remains an Eagle, always. I would like to call up Sam Harrington for the invocation.
Please prepare yourself for prayer in a manner you're accustomed. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity to come here together as family, friends, leaders, and fellow Scouts on this significant day in life for Ethan, Nicholas, Declan, and Jack. Lord, we ask you for your blessing today for these young men as they take their next step in the trail towards Eagle. We ask that you bless their families and friends who have supported them along the way. Bless the Scout leaders, Troop 729, and the Bay United Methodist Church. Bless those who are here physically or in spirit, especially Neil Butch and John Markling. We ask that you continue to walk along the way for Nicholas, Ethan, Declan, and Jack as they take their next steps in life in becoming Eagle Scouts and the young men you desire them to be. Amen. You may be seated.
When Baden-Powell founded the Scouts movement, he felt that any boy who could take time and trouble to master certain skills should be rewarded for his efforts. And so he came up with an idea. To any scout who passed certain tests, he would be given a badge to wear on his uniform. It showed people what a scout had done. The advancement program of scouting provides a forward-moving series of tests. It sets standards for passing them. It offers awards to the scout who meets the test in the form of badges. This badge system is different from other learning experiences in which our boys are involved. They are expected to do a certain amount of required work in a certain required subject in a certain length of time. In scouting, each boy decides for himself what he wants to learn and moves ahead at his own way, at his own pace. His rate of advancement depends on his own interest, effort, and ability. Also, in other learning situations, students often are urged to compete against one another. In scouting, scouts compete against themselves, against their own standard. They get as far as their ambition will carry them.
Good afternoon. I would like now to call Ethan J. Bennett, Nicholas G. Lusack, Declan C. Markling, and Jack B. Mediate to the front. The ranks of the scouting program are as follows. Scout. The first thing a scout learns as a new member of our troop is the scout oath. Although he may easily learn the words, he soon finds that to live by its meaning presents him with a real challenge. To be a good citizen and to do the right thing, because he feels the obligation to live up to the best within himself and to keep his mind and body healthy. Tenderfoot. As a tenderfoot, he says to himself, "These are my rules. I believe in them and accept them." Second class. By the time he becomes a second class, he begins to learn the importance of good citizenship, its privileges, and more, its responsibilities. The time he spends hiking and camping with his troop makes him appreciate the beautiful world that God created for us. He also begins to see that doing his best to live as God and his country expects of him makes him a better person. First class. As a first class, he tries to demonstrate the points of the Scout Law by the way he lives. He finds living up to these goals increasingly demanding, thus rewarding. Star and Life. To become a Star Scout, and then earn the next rank, the Heart Badge of Life, he is required to do community service work. As he serves in his community, he discovers something else, the importance of example that he is setting to those who watch him and who will be influenced by his attitudes and actions. And finally, eagle. The eagle The Eagle is the highest and most coveted rank in scouting. Less than 4% of all scouts in the United States of America reach the rank of Eagle. Ethan Bennett, Nicholas Lusak, Declan Markling, and Jack Media have all been found qualified in the requirements for the personal character, good citizenship, and as well as meeting the technical requirements for rank of Eagle. Gentlemen, you may take your seats. We are very proud of these young men for reaching the highest point along the Eagle Trail. May all of your qualities that have inspired you to this achievement continue to lead you on in greater success of life. As an Eagle, the eye of all scouts and scouters, indeed the eyes of the entire world, will be trained upon you. Let me remind each of you the tradition of Eagle is an exciting one. May you live this tradition and always be guided by the spirit of scouting. This is symbolized by the blazing candles before you. May the Eagle badge that you received be symbolic of the spirit of scouting. Scott Harrington, please come up. Thank you.
"100 Scouts. Of any 100 boys who become scouts, it must be confessed that 30 will drop out in their first year. Perhaps this may be regarded as a failure, but later in life, all of these will remember that they had been in scouting and will speak well of the program. Of the 100, only rarely will one ever appear before a juvenile court judge. 12 of the 100 will be from families that belong to no church, but through scouting, these 12 and many of their families will be brought into contact with the church and will continue to be active all their lives. 6 of the 100 will become pastors. Each of the 100 will learn something from scouting, and all will develop hobbies that will add interest throughout the rest of their lives. Approximately one half will serve in the military and in varying degrees profit from their scout training. At least one will use it to save another person's life, and many may credit for saving their own. 4 of the 100 will reach Eagle rank, and at least one will later say that he valued his Eagle above his college degree. Many will find their future vocation through merit badge work and scouting contacts. 17 of the 100 boys will become adult leaders and will give leadership to thousands of additional boys. 1 in 4 boys in America will become scouts, but it is interesting to know that of the leaders in this nation in business, religion, and politics, 3 out of 4 were scouts. As of 2020, fewer than 4% became Eagle. Today, we honor these 4 scouts. We know things they have done in the past. Imagine what they can do in the future. Ethan, Nicholas, Declan, and Jack, you have nearly completed your journey. I would like to share one final thought with you. The word leadership does not appear in the Scout Oath, but it is implied in every phase. Give thought now to your responsibilities as a leader. A leader is a person who is going somewhere, but not alone, for he takes others with him as he goes. Where will you lead those who follow you? We challenge you to take pride in what you have learned so that your leadership, as you move towards your goals, the principles of the Scout Oath become a living thing to those who follow. Those around you, your parents, your scout leaders, your friends, have watched your character mature, your minds develop, and your leadership abilities expand into a valuable asset. This is a proud moment for you, but remember that the Eagle badge you are to receive is not only yours, but ours, for what you do in the future reflects not only on yourself, but also upon your fellow Eagles. You have walked the Eagle Trail with honor, and we welcome you. Preston?
We are here this afternoon to honor these 4 young men as they become Eagle Scouts. As we do so, it's important to reflect on what it means to be an Eagle Scout. The 1938 Handbook for Scoutmasters put it this way: the badges which accompany his advancement and which the scout wears on his uniform are not to show that he has passed certain tests. There should be no past tense implied. So what can an Eagle Scout do? Let's take a moment to look at the things they have done in preparing to become Eagle Scouts. First of all, there is an age requirement for becoming an Eagle Scout. All work on merit badges and badge of rank must be completed prior to the Scout's 18th birthday. There are 6 specific requirements to becoming an Eagle Scout, as stated on the Eagle Scout Award application. Once these requirements are met, the candidate goes before a unit board of review. A board consists of 1 adult associated with the troop and 3 to 4 associated with the district. The board interviews the candidate and carefully reviews his application. In terms of badges, they have earned the Scout Badge and the ranks of Tenderfoot, second class, first class, Star, Life, and finally, Eagle. Also, along the way, they have earned 12 required merit badges and at least 9 elective badges, served in the troop and leadership positions, and spent at least 12 hours on service projects, not including the many hours spent on their Eagle Service Project. Also, they must have a minimum of 5 letters of reference with the Eagle Scout application. In all, they have completed approximately 325 different requirements. What have these requirements taught them? The values of integrity, respect, beliefs, morals, empathy, and willingness to make a positive difference are strong in these boys. It has also taught them to be prepared, to be a good friend, to do a good turn daily, and to maintain loyalty, along with many other lifetime traits. A scout is a young man who is qualified to help others as well as to take care of himself. His badge is not a decoration, but rather a symbol of knowledge and ability. Would Scoutmaster Denise Day please come up for the Eagle pronouncement?
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. The Eagle pronouncement. Okay. It is the finding of the Board of Review that Ethan Bennett, Nicholas Lusack, Declan Markling, and Jack Mediate have satisfactorily put into daily use the principles of the Scout Oath and law. We believe that they are qualified for Eagle Scouts and that they will continue these habits of conduct into the future. In light of these inquiries by the Eagle Board of Review and our favorable report, the Court of Honor finds the candidates qualified to receive the rank of Eagle. This time, I'd like to ask Rob Trevest to come on up.
All right, Ethan, Nick, Declan, and Jack. The first responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. This is symbolized by the white section of the Eagle badge. An Eagle's honor is sacred. Honor is the foundation of all character. Character is what one really is, not what one thinks he is. May the white of your badge remind you to live with honor always. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. This is symbolized by the blue section of the badge. Without loyalty, all character lacks direction. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is courage. This is symbolized by the red section of the badge. Courage leads to character, force, and strength. Trusting God and having faith in his fellow man, he faces each day unafraid. Let the red always remind you of courage. The final obligation of an Eagle Scout is service. He extended a helping hand to those who are still working along the scouting trail, just as others have helped him in his achievement of the Eagle rank. The habit of a good turn daily must take on a new meaning through a life of service to all those who need him. He upholds the rights of others while defending his own. He will always be prepared to put forth his best. Back to you, Denise.
All right. Whew, we're getting into this, guys. All right. Before the Eagle Award is bestowed upon you, at this time, I would like to call our 4 candidates to the front. That would be Ethan Bennett, Nicholas Lusack, Declan Markling, and Jack Mediat. Okay. I'd also like to call their parents forward, and could you please go to the right side of your scout? They all look so great, don't they? I'm looking at them and it's like, oh my gosh, they were so tiny and now they're so big. Okay. In recognition of the parental advice and guidance that the Trail to Eagle, I will also ask one of the Eagle Scouts' parents to present the Eagle Scout certificate. But before we do that, I forgot. I do have an assistant today, and I'd like to call him forward. Come on up, Archer. This is Archer Williams. Yay, Archer. He's my assistant today. You're going to grab the certificates. Certificate first. Okay, so what they're being presented with right now is the Eagle Scout certification, along with a personal letter of commendation from the Chief Eagle Scout of the Boy Scouts of America. Okay. As a symbol of what the mother has made possible, the court will now acknowledge and ask the Eagle Scouts to present their mothers with their Eagles pin. These pins are tricky. Great. So at this time, I would also like to present to the fathers of these young gentlemen the Father's Pin in regards to their recognition of all the hard work and leadership and support that they've provided their Scout. All right, so we're coming into the big moment here, guys. So at this time, Archer, would you please present to the parents the Eagle pin, for which the parents please pin this onto your Scout, and it is going to go over. You got it, the right pocket. Right, left. Left. I'm looking at you a different way. I have to turn around. Okay. At this time, I'd like the parents to please have a seat. And I would like to call up, let's see, we have Liam Kovach, right? Ethan Church, Paul Musio, right? Did I get that right? Hoping. And Kyler Passarell. So as these young men advance in their Eagle journey, their Trail to Eagle, they will be retiring their troop neckerchief. And with the help of these current Eagles, they will be assisting in that. So at this time, I would like to ask these young men to please assist your Scout in removing of their troop neckerchief. Yeah. All right. Archer, would you be kind enough to present each of these gentlemen with their Eagle neckerchief and slide as well? Yes, could you please put them on? This is a little harder than the eagle pins. I'm hoping they survive the process. Fantastic. Okay, so gentlemen, would you please give the scout handshake to your scout? Fabulous. Gentlemen, could you please have a seat? So before we continue, I'd like to call up your parents again. Which is kind of awesome. This is the first time they get to see their scouts as eagles, which is awesome. You may congratulate your scout. I know some of the scouts are like, I'm ready, let's get this going. But us as parents, you know, we want to honor this and support this, so you're not done yet. All right, parents, if you'd like to have a seat. Okay, now I'd like to call up some honorable people here in our community who we have the privilege of having here today to acknowledge the hard work and dedication that these young men have put into their scouting careers. First, I'd like to call up the Honorable Paul Kumar, Mayor of Bay Village, to present a proclamation for the city of Bay Village.
Good afternoon. It is always a pleasure for me to attend Eagle Court of Honors. I'm an Eagle Scout myself, and so it takes me back quite a number of years to this day that you're experiencing. We've got a few scouts today, and I know we have some other public officials behind me, so I'm just going to make some comments. I'm not going to read the proclamations. I have proclamations for Ethan and Nicholas and Jack, and I was looking at your achievements, and it's pretty amazing that the activities you have out there, from biking and camping and stage band and robotics and fishing and reading, quite a variety of interests. I was also impressed that each of you have 30 or more merit badges, which is pretty amazing. That shows a lot of hard work and perseverance. I think one thing going forward in your lives, as you go on maybe to more education or in your business lives, I think what you're going to find is you're going to connect with lots of folks out there that were scouts, and especially those I found in the business world that are Eagle Scouts. You have an instant connection, some common ground, and that's helped me quite a bit in my professional life. So look forward to that as well. Also, looking at the Eagle projects, the three that I saw were pretty amazing, with the outdoor learning center and the landscaping, the rebuilding. But Ethan, I have to admit that I sort of connected with yours of parking lots and culverts and drainage and roadways. It seems a lot like my day job, so you may have a future in public service. But again, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I wanted to thank every one of you, and Declan, you as well, for the hard efforts that you have put in to achieve this rank. It's something special. I think as you move on, you're going to realize, looking back, how special it is. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call up the Honorable Mike Skindell, Ohio State Representative.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a joyous day. I am State Representative Michael Skindell, and I represent the 13th House District in the Ohio General Assembly. And it's a real honor for me to be here today to bring recognition from the Ohio House of Representatives. And I have an accommodation from the Ohio House for each of these young men here today. Before I actually present the accommodations I brought from the State House, I have an extra accommodation for DeClan from Mayor Megan George, the mayor of the city of Lakewood. She could not be here today, but sends her greetings and her well wishes and congratulations. And Declan, the proclamation from the mayor reads, in part, that you are to be commended for the outstanding job you did on your Eagle Scout project in bringing Gaga Ball to the city of Lakewood, which is a fun, fast-paced game that can be played with a few or a large group of kids and is a great way to keep our youth active and playing outside. Also, the proclamation states that you have proven yourself to be a very civic-minded and community-conscious, as well as being active in the Lakewood City Schools, Lakewood United Methodist Church, and the city of Lakewood. And Megan George, it finally says that the mayor of the city of Lakewood does hereby deem it an honor and pleasure to extend this proclamation to Declan Cardiff Markling. And I'll present this when I do the others. Congratulations. As I stated, I have one accommodation for each of these young men, to Ethan, Nicholas, Declan, and to Jack. And each of these accommodations congratulate you on attaining the rank of Eagle Scouts within the Scouts, and also states in part that your impressive credentials as a Boy Scout readily confirms how very worthy you are of this esteemed honor. Thus, it is with sincere pride and that we applaud you on becoming an Eagle Scout and extend best wishes for ongoing success. These accommodations are signed both by myself as the state rep and as well as the Speaker of the Ohio House, Robert Cupp. And congratulations to each and every one of you.
All right, at this time, I'd like to call up the Honorable Nikki Antonio, Ohio State Senator.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to participate, as been said already, in these ceremonies and celebrations, both of yourselves and the work that you've done, but also to celebrate your families, because we all know that none of this is accomplished without the help and support of your families, loved ones, the people that you have around you to support you. So with that in mind, Ethan, Nicholas, Declan, and Jack, I also bring congratulations from the State Senate. And there's another senator that joins me for the three of you who are not Lakewood residents. And that is Senator Matt Dolan also sends his congratulations and has signed your commemoration and congratulations as well as the President of the Senate. We congratulate all of you on the work that you've done, as I said. But today, as you go forward, the other part of this is, to those whom much is given, much is required, right? And so we have great expectations for you, for your leadership, for what you will continue to give to our community, to our state, and to the world. We're counting on your leadership in the future. We need it, probably now more than ever. And so with that, congratulations on all that you've done to get you to this point. Carry with you the knowledge that we expect much of you going forward as well. Thank you.
There's a lot going on here. Okay, so gentlemen, you do have some awards that are still coming up. This time, I would like to ask my completely helpful and awesome assistant, could you please present the poems to these gentlemen? So for those of you who might not be familiar with Scouting, to make an Eagle rank, you do need to achieve 21 merit badges. All of these gentlemen have earned poems. Poems are when you go above and beyond that 21. You receive a poem for every 5 merit badges that you do in excess of 21. And all of these gentlemen have exceeded that. So congratulations to all of you. So now I'd like to call up Mr. Lusak to present Senator Brown's letter and U.S. flag certification to each of the Eagles.
Our scouts today have received a letter from Senator Sherrod Brown that I will read. Dear Eagle Scout, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my congratulations to you on achieving the rank of Eagle. I am sure your family is very proud of you. Growing up, scouting was always very important to me. As an Eagle Scout myself, Troop 110 out of Mansfield, Ohio, I recognize how much work your achievement represents. The journey to Eagle is sometimes difficult, usually fun, occasionally disappointing, and always rewarding. Scouting's values, fairness, honor, courage, and respect for others will serve you, your family, and our nation for the rest of your life. Congratulations again on a job well done. Sincerely, Sherrod Brown, U.S. Senator. So gentlemen, how do you want to do this? We're next going to, you guys want to hold those? Yep. Don't you grab them? In addition, each of the scouts has received a flag that was flown over the Capitol. I'm going to read the certificate which has been delivered with the flag. The flag of the United States of America. This is to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol on February 22nd, 2022. At the request of the Honorable Sherrod Brown, United States Senator, this flag was flown for the Scout in honor of the Eagle Scout Court of Honor. Signed, J. Brett Blainton, Architect of the U.S. Capitol. Okay, fathers, you could have a seat. Why don't we just put those back? Why don't we just put it back up there? Boys, you could stay up here, I guess. Okay, at this time, it's customary to give the scout a chance to speak, to either talk about their experience or kind of talk about their mentors who got them here. So we will start with Mr. Bennett. Mentor pin, and you can stand here and go up to the lectern. Mr. Williams, can we have the pins?
Hello. Hi. I would like to give my mentor pin to Kyler Passerell. I chose Kyler because he's always been a great friend and a role model. Somebody who might not always make the smartest decisions, but still might be a little bit smarter than mine. And I would also like to thank my friends and family who have helped me along the way.
Now I have a Post-it note on my hand with this speech, just so you all know. Through my journey as a scout, I have made many friends, and with that comes a positive impact they left me and my fellow scouts. Through Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, my good friend has set me on the track to become an Eagle and supplied me with the mindset to keep me going. Through this, I would like to give my first mentor pin to Mr. Church. Furthermore, my other great mentor and friend has made me feel welcome throughout my time that I spent with them. and I appreciate their support every day. Mrs. Bennett has been there for me, and so this next pin is for her. I'd also like to thank you all for being here, because it's quite an amazing feat, and I hope the food's okay.
Okay. I am dedicating this mentor and pin to my recently deceased grandfather. And I'm giving it to him because he is one of the people who have had the greatest impact on me growing up, always being around me and there for me. And so I'm going to stop before I get too emotional because he was big impact on me.
I'd like to give my mentor pin posthumously to my grandfather, Neil Butch. He was a very, very proud Eagle Scout, and he constantly motivated me for the past 12 years. He came to all my courts of honor and was very, very, very active in motivating me to become an Eagle, just like him. I'd like to give this mentor pin to Granny Butch, if she'd be willing. I think all of us, as a collective group, would also like to thank Mrs. Day for being our Scoutmaster. Thank you so much for everything that you've done through leading us all through Eagle. And really, the amount of effort and the amount of time that you've put into our troop has really been amazing. So thank you so much for all these years of dedication towards our troop and building us into the men who we are today. Thank you.
Mr. Treves, I believe you're next.
All right, I get to cover the Eagle Scout oath. So many times over the past few years, you've joined your fellow scouts in repeating the Scout oath. Now you will stand and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout oath. Through these words, though these words you say are similar to the words you have said so many times before, today they will mean more to you than they ever have before. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words that close the Declaration of Independence. So this time I'd like to ask any Eagle Scout in attendance to stand and join us in rededicating themselves by repeating the Eagle Scout promise with our new Eagle Scouts. Please make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, my rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting, and for better citizenship in my troop and in my community, and in my contact with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. 2. I also just wanted to congratulate you guys again. Great job in achieving Eagle rank. I know it's a ton of work, and it's something you'll look back on and be proud of for the rest of your life. As someone said earlier, once an Eagle Scout, always an Eagle Scout, and it's something that you can always be proud of. So with that, please join me in giving these gentlemen a hand and a round of appreciation. Great job, guys. Will Ben Church please come up and retire the colors, please?
Color guard, please retire the colors. Scout salute. Will the Scouts' moms please come up and receive their flowers? You may now be seated. Everyone is invited to the Friendship Hall downstairs for fellowship dinner and dessert. Scouts stay in place for pictures. The food will be blessed by Father John and will commence after all Scouts are downstairs. Thank you for coming to support these young men.
Thank you so much.
good, pass out.